You've learned how to create structures and store data in them. But what happens when you pass a structure to a function? Does the function change your original data, or is it working on a copy? Understanding this can save you from sneaky bugs that are hard to track down. Hey everyone, welcome back to CodeChef. In our previous video, we learned the basics of structures. Today, we are taking it to the next level with advanced structure usage. By the end of this video, you will understand the difference between pass-by value and pass-by reference with structures, and you will know exactly when to use each one. So let's dive in. What is pass-by value? When you pass a structure to a function using pass-by value, the function receives a copy of the entire structure. Think of it like photocopying a document. You hand someone the photocopy and they can write all over it, but your original document stays untouched. This means the function works on the copied data, not the original. Any changes made inside the function does not affect the original structure, and the original structure in main or the calling function remains unchanged. This is the default behavior in C when you pass a structure to a function. How does pass-by value work? The syntax for pass-by value with structures looks something like this. When you call this function, structure student1 Alice 20 3.8 and function name s1 passes a copy of s1. So what happens behind the scene here is C creates a complete copy of the structure s1. This copy is passed to a function. The function works with the copy, and when the function ends, the copy is destroyed. The original s1 remains unchanged. When to use pass-by value? You should use pass-by value when you want to protect the original data, you are working with small structures, or the function only needs to read the data. If you don't want the function to modify the original structure, pass-by value is perfect. The original is guaranteed to stay unchanged. If your structure has only 2-3 members, copying it is fast and doesn't waste much money. If the function is just displaying information or using the values in calculation without needing to update them, pass-by value works fine. Pass-by reference using structures. What is pass-by reference? Pass-by reference means passing the address of a structure to a function, not a copy. Think of it like giving someone the actual address of your house instead of building a duplicate house for them to visit. When you pass the address, the function can access the original structure directly. Changes made inside the function will affect the original structure, and no copying happens. You just pass a memory address, which is always small, just 4 or 8 bytes. This is done using pointers. You pass a pointer to the structure and the function uses that pointer to access and modify the original data. How does pass-by reference work? Here is the syntax for the same. You notice the asterisk. This means the parameter is a pointer to a structure. When you call this function, what happens is you pass the address of s1 using the AND operator. The function receives a pointer. The function uses the arrow operator to access members. Any changes directly modify the original structure and no copying happens, just passing an address. Arrow operator versus dot operator. Here's an important difference. With regular structures, pass-by value use the dot operator as shown. With structure pointers, pass-by reference use the arrow operator as shown. The arrow operator is specifically for pointers to structures. Think of it as this way. Dot operator accesses the member of a structure variable and arrow operator accesses member through a structure pointer. Pass-by reference has several major advantages. You can modify original data. The function can directly update the original structure, perfect for when you need to change the values like updating a student's grade or an employee's salary. It is efficient. No copying, Instead of copying the entire structure, which could be large, you only pass an address. This saves both memory and time. Fast performance. No matter how big your structure is, 5 members or 50 members, you're only passing a tiny address. The performance remains constant. Good for large structures. If your structure has arrays or many members, pass by reference is the way to go. You avoid the overhead of copying all that data. When you need to update data or work with large structures, always use pass by reference. Now let's see both concepts working together in a complete practical program, a student record management system. Alright, so here we start with our standard input-output library and string.h. We define a student structure with 4 members. This will be used throughout to demonstrate both passing methods. Here we start pass by value function. Display student structure student S receives a copy of the student. Notice parameter is struct student S, no asterisk. It uses dot operator, s dot name, s dot roll number, etc. This function only reads data, doesn't modify anything. It is perfect use case for pass by value. Pass by value function 2. Try to update marks, structure student S line receives a copy. Line 24 s dot marks is equal to new marks modifies the copy, not the original. This demonstrates the limitation of pass by value. Changes made here are lost when function ends. Pass by reference function 1. Update marks structure student asterisk s receives an address. Notice parameter is structure student asterisk s with asterisk, which means it's a pointer. Uses arrow operator to access the member. This modifies the original structure. The changes that happen here persist after function ends. Pass by reference function 2. This calculates grade, receives an address. So line 38 to 47 uses arrow operator to access S marks and S grade. This calculates grade based on marks and updates the original student. This demonstrates direct modification of original data. Here pass by reference function 3 updates multiple fields at once. All uses arrow operator, S name, S roll number, S marks. Line 55 calls another pass by reference function. It shows how pass by reference functions can call each other. Here we create an initialized student 1 with initial values. This is our test data for demonstrations. Demonstration 1 pass by value. Here line 73 displays student 1 passes a copy. At line 77 try to update marks student 1, 85.0 passes a copy. Inside function marks change to 85.0 but line 80 shows original is still 75.5. This proves pass by value doesn't affect original. Demonstration 2 pass by reference. Line 87 update marks and student 1 85.0 passes address using AND operator. Inside function marks change to 85.0. Line 90 shows original is changed to 85.0 and line 93 calculate grade and student 1 also passes address. Grade updates from C to B based on new marks. Line 102 displays before update using pass by value and line 106 updates student and student 1 passes address. These updates name, roll number and marks all at once. Line 109 displays show all changes persisted. Performance comparison. Line 118 size of student 2 shows total structure size, which is around 60 bytes, and 119 size of and student 2 shows pointer size 4 or 8 bytes. This demonstrates efficiency advantage of pass by reference. For large structures, the difference is huge. Now we run the program. The output is shown as expected. Here what we can take away is pass by value demonstration. Display student shows reading data safely. Try to update marks proves modification doesn't affect original. Pass by reference demonstrates update marks successfully modifies original. Calculate create directly upgrades create, and update student changes multiple fields. It uses the arrow operator and always passes address with AND operator. This demonstrates why pass by reference is efficient. Now it's your turn. Head over to CodeChef's online compiler and practice all the concepts that we have learned today. Keep coding, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.